Можно говорить, да. Hi there, it's Max from Isolation Game, and today I continue my work on Return of the Space Invader. This time, I already spent. This time we're gonna take on spawning controls. I've made 20 spawning points for my enemies, and now they spawn and respawn each time they're killed. And it mostly works. Sometimes it bugs, and I will address it in future, but for now, what I would want to achieve, I want to make these points spawn only when the character, the main ship from where my pilot shoots is not in the line, so it's not in the line of sight of a player. So the spawning to happen not in the line of sight. So for that, I will install another, I guess, I don't know, should I make another microchip for that? I'll start just with the field. I will install a trigger zone. I'll try to do that in the center. And I'm wrong. So I need it to be, I guess, a cone. Yeah, a cone will work better. And I want it to face an opposite direction. How to do that? Yeah. Maybe I even turn on the grid. Yeah. And move my trigger zone here. It's still not dead center, huh? Or maybe not. And now we will adjust the size. Ten by 10. $63. Still not enough. And this, my guess, will be like 50. that is not enough. So $100 will do. Let's do 150. Yeah, that's almost perfect. So in both of those spawning microchips, that's crazy amount of wires, and I wish to address this at some point because this is crazy actually. So there is a microchip inside which delays signals from the fields and to work with the counter, and then if the counter is less than a special number I've made, then we have AND gate that allow the signal to happen. So we need to install another AND gate, and I guess I'll do that here to not to put it in front of each one, and that's what I want to address at some point. I want to make all those logics much more compact. I think it's possible, yet that's a test for me. I'm just practicing and doing all the spawning things. So I just want to see the whole picture first before I will address these bugs and this new arranging ideas. So here I will install an AND gate. So both those signals must be true. Oh my god, there's too many of them. It's not just one, it's many signals. I have to address that carefully. AND gate. So I take this one and connect it here, this one connect it here again. I'm already thinking about totally redoing the whole logic from scratch and to come up with some better arranging ideas, because this is pretty complex and this is very easy to break, because if I forget to connect even one wire, it breaks completely. So if we have a signal from this cone in the AND gate, and also this must be NOT gate here, so if this detects none, then this is true for those guys. But what should it detect? What are we talking about? If there is if there is no invaders or no dead invaders or no, what signal should it detect? What tag should it detect? Maybe should it detect no. It should detect these tags if or should it detect fields, signals from fields that signal that's a question. So this one detects signals from fields that detect dead invaders, and this sends signal to the AND gate to their AND gate. And I want to stop them sending this signal if what's inside the cone's range? I guess the tags. There's nothing else to be, but tags have different names. That's the problem. I have to make logic for every type of tag. Can it be? Is there a way to? Oh, label. They can detect labels. So what type of label will it detect? I can label those tags. So target, missile, weapon, machine. I will make it a machine. It detect machine a label. So those tags, all of them, have to be set to they can't be set. They are not. Maybe I should make some false object. This detects labels full. Yeah. And this detects tags invader. My god. And this can't be labeled anything. So if I'm going to make a microchip, This is icon. No, I can only do that with the object. So I must create another fails hidden object like this one. Like let's create a sphere because we had some cube. I don't know which one is wedge. Wedge is good. Just to differentiate it from other types of objects I used. Yeah. So this one's ready. Let's make it much less detailed from the start. Not to take a lot of memory. So this this guy this one I can label. Yes, this one I can label machine. Okay, and what I really want to do is I want to put those guys inside a microchip. If I move the microchip, does this move? No, it doesn't. And that's great, actually. But not for now. Not for now. So I put this guy here, and I will delete its physical properties so it's not collidable, and especially it's not, I will keep it visible just not to lose it. And now I will close all these complex things. It's not really complex, it's just a lot of copy pasting of the same logic, which I believe I can rearrange in the future. So now I have to copy this guy around every detection zone. For the zone to detect machines. I already have some ideas how to make all of this look much more neat and clean. I feel like I'm in space, you know, some orbital. There was an anime called Planetas about space junk company that was trying to fix the space junk. Cool. Now I have triggers for the trigger zone. And all my grid. So now if it detects machines, it will not let the signal go. So now we're operating on the level of 5 target value, but it must be a 10 target value because we've got 10 spawning zones. And we need to copy same logic to the second spawning microchip, because at some point I understood that microchip have end. They are not endless. I can't make microchip as big as I want. So Now we're gonna put inside AND gate and NOT gate. Give me a second, I will restart my capture card because it is totally desynchronized. Okay, now I have to reconnect all the wires from here to my AND gate. And now I have to connect my trigger zone, detected, okay. Let's see what happens. Not really working, isn't it? Because I know what I did wrong. I was connecting it to wrong place. Yeah, I did it totally wrong. So I was connecting it to respawn, but I need to connect it to spawn. So this is totally wrong. And I have to reconnect again. Yes, and here also. Oh, mistakes. What would I be without you? Now, I think that I must connect somewhere here before even before teleportation, somewhere around here. So this must be a final check. Oh my god, I have to copy and paste a lot of logic again. So it should start from, this is the right one, yeah. It should start from here, so this must be not end XOR. What is XOR? XOR is one fundamental error. Gate combines signal that you give condition do this if only one of these things are true. If only, yeah, I think the XOR gate will be enough. Not just with AND and NOT gate. XOR gate will do. This shouldn't only go to teleporters, should also go to the emitter. So I guess it must happen here. Or maybe even before the timer. A lot of reconnection today. Okay. Labels, machines, any selected. So this must work. This became even a bigger microchip. My god. Now I have to install the same thing in the other microchip. And here we go again. Да. Привет, привет. Ничего, а ты? Угу. 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 Воспалилась. Угу. 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 Ну да. Понятно. Ну чё, пустишь меня? А во сколько? Хорошо. Ладно. А ты во сколько придешь от зубного? Не, подожди. Я не тебя спрашиваю.
Минимум.
Во сколько?
Ну, к 5 ближе, наверное.
Слушай, я только в 5 смогу выехать. Да.
Ну, может, мы не раньше справиться.
Ну, в 4. Ну, может быть, вот так. Ладно. Окей. Хорошо. Угу. Угу. Окей. Давай.
Ну что там сварить?
Ну, железо, скорее всего. My God, I finished this. I can't believe. Oh. Now let's see what's happened. Nothing really happens. Not good. No detection. Detect label machine. So what's wrong? This thing is machine. Let's make a check. Let's make a switch. Turn it off. And put undetected on the switch. So can see if you are totally inside the zone. Detected must happen. Name to detect. Don't know. No name. Будь здоров. Okay, I can name the objects. Sculpture. Labeled machine. Totally. Maybe because it's not collidable. It's crazy, but let's check that out. Yeah. For some reason, if the object is not collidable, it's not detected by trigger zone. Why, God, why? That is crazy. Also, I've done a terrible mistake again. Because my logic now says that If only one is detected, there is no spawning at all. And how can I fix that? So I can give a signal from object to the XOR gate. There is a possibility. So let's, oh my god, let's make them all collidable. Maybe collision is needed to signal, like it sends some signal, yeah. So this one is also collidable. Oh, none here. Forgot to put one here. Okay, so again, this is collidable, and we need a copy here. Okay, maybe not just collidable. Maybe I should collect. Okay, let's make the whole line collidable first. And now I need a node to which I will connect where did I see that? Detected by trigger zone. And this is very useful. So this guy, will also be collidable, and if he is detected by a trigger zone, he will let, I'll do this one bigger not to miss it. All of this is so messy right now. It's like Asian street already. All those wires. Uncontrolled. Crazy connection day. Okay, almost. I wonder how will I avoid my enemy characters hitting those little blocks. But I'll think about it later. Like banned Scarlett O'Hara. That's so weird actually to live at times when films get banned. So now we have a node which represents if it is not detected by the trigger zone, then this must be false. Yeah, this must be false. This must be false. And we should put an OR gate. Можно потом об этом поговорить. OR gate combines signals to give you condition. Do this thing if any of these things are true. No, if only one of these things are true. We need another XOR gate. So we need XOR gate here. And yes, like this. My God, this is crazy. If I'm gonna return to this after a while of not doing this logic, I will be completely lost. Yeah. And what have I done here? This is so... I know now how hard it is to be a programmer. Absolutely freaking hard. Whew. This blows my mind. Let's check if it works. It doesn't work. So, what was wrong with my logic? So, if an object is detected by a trigger zone, yeah, I did it all wrong. It mustn't be detected by a trigger zone. It's not detected by a trigger zone. So I should put a not, or change that to not gate, not detected by a trigger zone. Another crazy line of copy and pasting. My head is already not working. I understand there is probably a way to do that with less amount of nodes, but right now I'm already blown up and I can't think straight. I'll just do the simplest way possible. Oh, this one is not connected at all. Not connected at all. So many wires. Okay, let's see. You know what was my mistake? My mistake was that I've made a node for all of them. It must be an individual connection. That's not really bad. It just means I have to rewire everything again. So this is enemy position 1. I guess it's here. Yes. Enemy position 1. So this must be this connector. And it should go here. And not here. Okay, now this is... I must can delete all those. They are irrelevant. So this is enemy position 2. And I must take this wire. Yes, is this enemy position 2? Yeah. Take this wire here to enemy position 2. Yes. Now, this is enemy position 3. And I must take it here to enemy position 3. Great. Now enemy position 4 is here. And I will take it here. Is this enemy? Yes, this is enemy position 4. And this is enemy position 5. Am I right? No. They're both enemy position 4. This is enemy position 3. This one. Oh my god. This was enemy position 5. That's... five, yes. And this one... this one is 3. Yeah. Yeah. And this one is 4. Yes. Great. That's what it means to do things not in order. This one's 6, yes. Yes, this one is 6. And this one is also 6. This one is 7. And we will connect it to 7. Yes, it is 7. 8. I'll connect that to 8. Yes, this is 8, 9 and 10. This friend is 9. And the last one for this microchip is this little friend here. Oh my god, it's so mind-blowing. Yes, thank you. Let's see if it works. No, it doesn't work for some reason. For some reason these guys what's happening? Please explain. Yo. So if this is not true, if it's not in the if it's not detected by a trigger zone, this is true. This becomes true. So if it is detected by a trigger zone, this is strange. Let's see what's happening at the trigger zone. Does it detect anything? It must, yeah, it's turned off. Yeah, but now it works because the switch is turning on, so we're detecting something. That's absolutely true. So why? This isn't true. Because the other ones are working, but this one is not. Maybe I connected something different to it, not the things I need. So this one wire, this guy, yeah, that's absolutely true. So what's we're connecting? Detected by a trigger zone as a machine. I'm out of ideas. I know what's the problem. Because there are many trigger zones. It reacts. I'm not a coder at all. I'm a designer that learns the code. I want to make a spawning technique for my enemies for the game, but it takes a while to come over all of this logic because it's pretty complex. And I'm already pretty tired of it. Yeah, the trigger zone trick won't work. Or I can do it if I put all those guys inside the group, because they will be working in another hierarchy. Emitter is being teleported to the tags by the teleporters, and yeah, I know. I have to upgrade the whole logic at some point, but right now I'm making a test to just grasp the way how I'm gonna do that in the end, to see the whole picture, like it's a first level idea, and then I will upgrade it and make the whole logic better, and spend time on adjusting the way how it all should work, and which microchip should contain information. But for now it's just like a raw idea. Like right now I'm doing this visibility cone for my character. In this cone there must be no emission, so for a player not to see how enemies are respawned. I tried to do that through detection, but now I see that because I use many trigger zones, it doesn't differentiate on what trigger zone the object is detected, even if it's labeled or. So I think that grouping all those objects will help, because it will give another level of hierarchy to this, and it will detect only the ones that are here. But I'm not sure if the trigger zone will move with my parent object without moving the triggers. So I'll have to check. Thanks. There is an option inside of the trigger zone to select the cone shape of the trigger zone. So it's inside the options menu of the trigger zone. So let's check. If I'm gonna group this one with the trigger zone. Oh, I can't. It just doesn't allow me to do that. So if you go yeah, there are some limitations here. So yeah, you see here's the code. Until you will try, you will not know what the limitations are. Yeah, I need to move the zone because it must be the character will move. And if the trigger is inside the zone, it's not spawning. So if it's outside the zone, it is spawning. I'm sorry, but I have to finish now because I'm already pretty tired of this, and I have to think. I have to think of another way, because you see I have 2 more trigger zones here that detect dead enemy or spawned enemy, and it blocks my logic for another zone detection. So I have to come up with some other idea. Yeah, the enemy. And I'll have to think about it. Thanks for watching. Sorry for this being too small of a conversation. Come later and we'll continue. Thank you very much. See you and be a dreamer.